All right, so are you ready for a deep dive?
I'm ready. Always.
Okay.
Hit me.
Okay, well, this is a story with maybe more layers than an onion.
Oh, okay. I like onions, so this is good.
Yeah, and this one's got music and tech and politics and even, I think, a little legal drama all mixed up together.
Sounds spicy.
Yeah, and it all comes from this article on Fandom Wire about, get this, a fight between Elon Musk and Eminem.
Wow. Two names I never thought I'd hear in the same sentence.
Right. So the article, it kicks off with Eminem coming out and saying he's endorsing Kamala Harris for president in 2024.
Well, that's not too surprising, is it?
Yeah.
Lots of celebs endorse candidates.
Yeah, true. But, Elon Musk is a big Trump supporter.
Ah, okay. I see where this is going.
Mm.
Not exactly going to sit quietly by for that one, is he?
Nope, not at all. He basically, he goes after Eminem and starts questioning his connection to Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy, as in the music mogul.
The one and only. But he's also facing those charges of sexual racketeering right now. Oh, right. I'd almost forgotten about that. That whole thing is a mess.
Yeah, so Musk, he's basically implying that Eminem might have been involved with some of Diddy's, let's call them extracurricular activities. Specifically, these parties, these freak-off parties Diddy was known for throwing.
Okay, I am vaguely remembering those, yeah. Wild times from what I recall reading. But what's the point Musk is trying to make? That Eminem is a hypocrite for endorsing Harris.
That seems to be the insinuation, yeah. Like, oh, you're buddy-buddy with this guy who's accused of some pretty shady stuff, but you're gonna endorse a politician who's tough on crime.
That's a pretty flimsy argument if you ask me.
It gets even flimsier when you consider this, because Musk himself is actually pretty tight with Diddy.
Wait, seriously? The same guy who's throwing shade at Eminem for potentially hanging out with Diddy is actually friends with him?
Yep. Apparently good friends, even. Remember all that buzz when Musk bought Twitter? About who was helping him with the money?
Yeah, vaguely. I think I was trying to ignore all of that, honestly. Well, TMZ reported that Diddy was one of the big names bankrolling the whole thing.
Wow, okay, so it wasn't just gossip then. There's some truth to those rumors.
It sounds like it. And later on, Musk himself admitted to being good friends with Diddy.
And this was all public.
Totally. In fact, Musk even used Diddy's name when he was trying to calm people down about racism on Twitter after he took over.
Like their friendship was supposed to be some kind of proof that everything was fine.
Pretty much.
Oh man, the irony is just too much. So we've got Musk criticizing Eminem for maybe possibly knowing a guy while he himself is openly buddies with the same guy.
Exactly. This is getting complicated.
It really is. And I think it shows just how messed up things can get online. You know, all these personal relationships and political stuff, it all gets jumbled up.
Yeah, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh.
Because then you've got to factor in the history between Eminem and Diddy.
Okay, remind me. They don't exactly have a lovey-dovey past, right?
Not even close. They've had a long-running feud, public beef and all that. Eminem's even called out Diddy in some of his songs.
Oh, right. I totally forgotten about that.
Yeah, and this all goes back way before the current charges against Diddy, so it's not like Eminem suddenly decided he was cool with him.
So basically, Musk trying to paint Eminem as some kind of Diddy lover just doesn't hold up.
Not one bit. And I think a lot of people see right through it.
It does make you wonder, though, what is Musk really playing at? Is there more to this than meets the eye?
That's the question, isn't it? What's his end game?
Because we'll have to keep digging.
We'll do just that. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
So when we left off, we were talking about what Musk is really trying to do here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's his angle?
Right, because it's not just, some random tweet. It's got people talking.
Yeah, and they are not holding back online.
Oh, for sure. People are dissecting every little thing, every tweet, every old interview.
And a lot of what's coming out just makes the whole thing look even weirder, you know?
Totally. Like, you can't just ignore the fact that Musk is close with Diddy while he's out there criticizing Eminem for, maybe knowing the guy.
Right. That's some top-tier hypocrisy there.
Makes you wonder, is he actually worried about morals? Or is he just trying to take down anyone who supports his opponents?
That's a good point. And, the article mentions this too, but this whole thing kind of feels like a bigger trend we're seeing.
Ooh, like what?
Well, like how everything online is getting mixed up. Entertainment, politics, it's all one big mess.
I see what you mean. It's not just about Eminem and Musk anymore.
Right. And celebrities are getting caught in the crossfire whether they like it or not.
Totally. It feels like personal attacks and that whole guilty by association thing are the main strategies now.
Yeah. And it's distracting from the real issues, the policies, and the ideas that actually matter.
And then you've got someone like Musk with millions of followers. Anything he says, even if it's not true, it just explodes online.
It's scary how fast things can spread. It's like the truth doesn't even matter anymore. It's all about the spectacle.
That's why it's so important to be media literate, especially now. You can't believe everything you see online.
You keep saying that media literacy. What does it actually mean for, like, the average person scrolling through Twitter?
It means you got to think critically about everything. Like, who's saying this? What are they trying to do? What's the context?
So it's not just about fact-checking. It's about understanding the bigger picture.
Exactly. And with this whole Musk-Eminem thing, both of them have their own reasons for doing this, you know? It's not black and white.
So we got to be extra careful about jumping to conclusions.
Right. And remember that the article highlights that this feud between Eminem and Diddy, this isn't something new.
Oh, yeah. It's not like they suddenly started hating each other because of this.
Right. They have this long history. Eminem's even dissed him in his music. So when Musk acts like Eminem is Diddy's best friend, it just doesn't make sense.
It feels like he's conveniently forgetting some key details.
And that brings us back to the big question, what is Musk's motive?
Is he really worried about hypocrisy? Or is he just manipulating everyone?
Well, the article doesn't say for sure, but it does offer a few possibilities.
Ooh, juicy. Lay it on me.
Well, one theory is that Musk is trying to deflect from all the criticism he's getting about Twitter.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ever since he took over, people have been worried about, all the hate speech and fake news.
Exactly. And some are even saying he's ignoring it all.
Which makes that whole Diddy thing even more strange, right? Like, using him as an example of racial harmony when he's facing those charges.
That's a weak argument for sure.
Totally. So the article saying that maybe Musk is attacking Eminem to take the heat off of himself?
Yeah, classic distraction tactic. Create a new target, get people riled up, and they forget about the real problem.
Like, hey, look over there, while he quietly keeps doing whatever he wants with Twitter.
And sadly, that kind of stuff works online.
Yeah.
People get so caught up in the drama that they forget about the bigger picture.
It's like divide and conquer, right? Pit everyone against each other, and no one can focus on the real issues.
And when it comes to politics, that can be really dangerous.
It's a good point. And it's not just about distraction, right? The article also suggests that Musk might be trying to hurt Kamala Harris's chances by linking her to Diddy through Eminem.
Oh, yeah. Guilt by association, classic political move.
But it's not just some whisper campaign. He's got this huge platform, and he's using it to spread these accusations, true or not.
That's the problem with social media, right? Anyone can say anything, and it can go viral in seconds.
It makes you think about how much power these platforms have and if they're being responsible with it.
We need more accountability, for sure. And maybe some better ways to stop fake news from spreading.
Okay, so after all this talk about Eminem, Musk, and Diddy, what should our listener take away from all of this?
I think the biggest thing is don't believe everything you read online, especially when it comes from people like Musk.
Yeah, question everything.
Right. Ask yourself, who's saying this? Why are they saying it? What are they trying to achieve?
We gotta be like digital detectives, Look for clues, check the facts, and don't jump to conclusions.
And remember, we all have our own biases. So try to be aware of those and how they might affect how you see things.
This whole situation is a good reminder that social media can be a good thing, but it can also be used to spread lies and manipulate people.
It's a powerful tool, but we got to use it wisely.
So how do we know what to believe? Especially when it comes to politics and stuff.
It's tough, but I think it starts with being skeptical. Don't just believe something because it sounds good or because someone you like said it.
Do your research, check multiple sources, and be wary of anything that seems too outlandish or too perfect.
The truth is out there, but sometimes you got to dig a little deeper to find it.
Well said. Well, folks, that's about all the time we have.